Welcome back, everybody. Great to see you this Thursday afternoon. We're in mid-May, so you know severe weather is about to ensue, as it always does. I've got meteorologist Jane Menard to help me guide us through.
Yes, I mean, things are starting to pick up. We do have a more classic severe weather setup. It is May, after all, and that tornado risk is on the table by the weekend.
Listen, I've seen worse days than today, but it's gradually going to build. Like you said, It's really just the laying the foundation, the groundwork for what's going to happen over the next several. The video we always get, it's always cool when you tap into it.
Oh, it is. I mean, and you look at this out of Kansas. This is back in April, and you got the sunshine on the horizon and then a little storm off into the distance. That little skinny tour back in the distance there. Shawnee, Mission, Kansas, periods of heavy rain. So Kansas has definitely had its fair share of action.
That wall cloud's intense. That was right there. Corey Gergen got that one. Remember that?
Yeah, early on into April, where we had a similar setup. Ridging in the east, troughing in the west, and there sets the groundwork. But what we have today, tomorrow, even into Saturday, isn't exactly your classic severe weather setup.
No, it's
at least in the instance of getting, any outbreaks.
Yeah, it's not like mid-May.
This is like summer,
July,
right?
It's July, and we say it because there's no real forcing mechanism at the surface per se. We got the dry line, we got an inverted trough that kind of goes up, but we got some energy ejecting out of the Rockies. So you add a little bit of cool air on top of the building heat that's at the surface, and then you start seeing these thunderstorms pop and go right through the late afternoon hours into the early evening.
Yeah, things are still kind of quiet right now, but we'll monitor where we have a little break in the clouds. But right now, I think, if I had to guess, we've got this boundary right here.
Yep.
That's probably something we're going to be watching for, and there it is. That's where a couple showers are starting to pop.
Look where it's going to run into, too.
All that storm energy.
Cape, yep.
This is the type of day where we really do rely on the daytime heat to give us the lift that we need.
Yeah.
And temperatures are doing their thing. I think that at last look, we were well into the 80s, 90s.
We are. And
we're on the way.
Humidity's actually building up now. Remember Tulsa this afternoon early, late morning then, they were in the 40s for their dew point. Now they've climbed up to 54.
I mean,
a little moisture advection.
Not too far of a drive, Tulsa to OKC, and you're adding 10 degrees to that dew point.
But it's a thin little sliver of humidity. I mean, you got the high pressure, it's moving away across the Great Lakes, so you got that dry air right there. The actual dry line itself that you always look at is still back across western part of Oklahoma, but it dries right through Texas as well. So Amarillo, you're on the dry side, 39-degree dew point.
You know, Amarillo really, I'd be interested to see if you get in on this. I feel like that dry line has shifted a little farther off to the east. It will eventually start to pull back west overnight, but at that point, the severe threat starts to wane. So, I don't know, but a couple rumbles of thunder out there in New Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
So, I don't know.
If I can zoom in there
We'll see how things fare. I'll say days like today, even into tomorrow, we have the outlook and we have the outline, but it is generally challenging to discern where exactly these storms are going to pop because everywhere is game.
Yeah, there's south to I-40 at this point, and you can see right by Roswell, New Mexico getting a little bit of shot. And yeah, okay, do we have anything flaring up? Not really. Just a lot of scatter around Wichita. Upper levels detecting some virga, most likely. Right, you get in the northern part of Kansas into that state line with Missouri, too. But the hail-making threat, that's been massaged a little bit across the line of Kansas. But look at the size of the hailmakers potentially there.
Yeah, 2 inches, and maybe some of these storms carry over into Kansas City, St. Joseph on the I-29 corridor. So Kansas City, we've got tonight, we've got tomorrow, and then almost clear through the weekend.
Yeah.
That severe weather is in our forecast.
I like that you put this in, too. So initially, hey, get some supercells, hailmakers, but then tonight, one straight line.
Yeah, and then you had mentioned, too, that low-level jet that's going to start to strengthen in the evening. So when we talk about the intensity of some of these winds, I mean, we could see wind gusts topping 75 miles an hour in the right storm because it mixes that down to the surface.
When you talk about the air mass decoupling, that's when we start seeing the low-level jet start to really peel out there, and that's usually around sunset or so, and it peaks out after midnight into the early part of the morning, and yeah, you get any of these storms that build up, transfers the momentum down. That's a pretty stiff area, 75 or more.
It is, and I think maybe some of that could come with some of these storms that initially are discrete and then grow into a line that we'll see then continue into parts of the overnight. So Oklahoma City, you know, we'll probably get some showers. We'll be clipped. The severe risk should be off to your maybe west.
Right, today.
But it'll still be a little wet overnight.
Let's get to tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday because it's just the opening act, we'll call, for this afternoon because it's just going to start going kinetic again, and that's going to be carrying over right through early next week. But we'll start out with what's going to happen for you Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Look at the rain right there. That was Kansas City. That was back in April. 26th. Look at that. The color
Yeah.
of the sky. A little bluish. But then you start
Look at
seeing
these
the
hail
makers and
Oh.
boom.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big one. That's like a softball
Yeah, it looks
size.
like a cannonball shot through it, doesn't it?
I wanted to get a quick look too. Kansas City, we are not in drought right now.
No.
I think that's pretty notable. You know, the ground itself maybe is able to hold on to some of this water, but we are going to see a lot of moisture content continue to be refueled in the atmosphere each day through the weekend. And kind of the passover of rain multiple days in a row is what could increase a flood potential.
That's the general track, too. And it's all about that surface high shifting over to northern Florida, which unfortunately puts a cap on all your rain for North Florida, Georgia, Alabama. Who needs it? But it does channel it back across the Sabine River and then up the gut into Kansas City. And all the while, you got the daytime heating commencing Thursday, Friday, Saturday, every day. Look at the Cape continuing to build.
Yeah, and then that hail potential, because like you mentioned, we do have a little bit of that energy sneaking in from the west.
Right.
We do have the subtropical jet, so some of that Pacific influence too is going to add to our moisture transport in the mid-levels. And then you have some colder air sneaking in that could increase our lapse rates, which basically is, as you take a look at the column of air, how quickly does the temperatures cool?
Yeah. I'm looking at your graphic here where you put Thursday, Friday, Saturday strung together. It's McDonald land out there from Texas all the way to the Great Lakes 3 days in a row.
It is. Now, Friday, Saturday to me looks more, one thing you can point out, that warm front is starting to establish itself. And
Starting to edge northward.
that's our first kind of
Gaining a little more latitude as it goes
Right.
through the next few days.
our
And that's
puzzle piece getting into the weekend.
drags up that humidity and the heat below it too, and it'll just push it and transport it up to the Great Lakes a little bit more. You time it out for today, and you see the storms that are firing up. This is Thursday. Going through the overnight hours, and listen, you're right. We lose most of the juice, most of the action, but then it sets a stage again for tomorrow afternoon when they clear out the skies.
Yeah, and you know, a skinnier kind of threshold for maybe where we would see the greater coverage of those storms, but we've got the Fox weather model picking up on one cell maybe over in Oklahoma in the early afternoon, a couple cells popping up in our storm zone for the evening hours. This is the type of setup where it's very summer-like. You wait for the dinner hour and then thereafter as the sun sets to see those storms spark.
I love that, and it blows through the Ohio Valley. And by the way, if it holds together, get some rain coming in for the Northeast, which you need. I mean, it's clammy out there now, but we could use some more coming in too. Damaging hail threats there for tomorrow afternoon. Same size, but a bigger footprint at this point.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, maybe kind of latching on to these isolated cells that pop up in the afternoon. Daytime heat does its job. Temperatures are getting hotter tomorrow in the plains.
Yes, indeed.
So that is what is going to help us out. We're talking, what, 96
Yeah.
in Oklahoma City? So there is going to be a lot of buoyancy in the atmosphere for these storms to tap into. And then Saturday, you see that warm front start to open up. An area of low pressure is going to want to kick out of the Rockies. That really doesn't set the stage until Sunday.
Right.
But Saturday, perhaps a signal that we will see an atmosphere that could be a little bit more turbulent.
Watch that. I mean, you're watching the warm front. All right, so that's Saturday. Let's go to Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday when things are definitely going to start switching around. Some video again of the tornadoes that we had just back May 2024, so 2 years ago.
Yeah, I mean,
Clay County, Texas.
this is what you expect out in the plains. I mean, that wide open field, that picture perfect view. This a low precip storm, so you can actually see it. But you know, I think we will be. I'll be interested to see on how much of a visual we'll get with these storms going into
Especially towards the latter
Sunday,
part.
Monday. Right, exactly.
Yeah, you start building up the humidity.
It's messier, the storm mode, you know, maybe we're still tracking those discrete cells, but there's going to be a lot more action around.
What do you think, Sunday and Monday? I think, yeah, we're watching that. They're not going to give you a 3 out of 5 yet on a Tuesday, but it's still a potential that we could grow.
Tuesday, to me, is the one day, if we're going to shift anything, it would be Tuesday, because there's a bit more, I guess, responding to what happens the day before. Where does the cold front ultimately track, set up? How much can we destabilize for the day after leftovers from the night before? But
you got the energy is going to eject. That's the one constant we have is shot after shot of energy rolling in off the Pacific going through. And with that frontal boundary draped over the spot, anchored in place, what you see is what you get.
Yeah, and
just builds.
Right, and that warm front lifting all the way north of the Great Lakes. That's what just opens up what we call the warm sector, that storm zone. And then what you need is that cold front to drive in. And come Sunday on into Monday, that is where we really start to see it establish itself. So why is that level 3 highlight in and around like Omaha? It's because we're closer to that area of low pressure. So it's that zone where we have the greatest potential of any storms really latching into the environment and producing some intense tornadoes.
Directional shear, right? You've got that coming in, plus the speed shear with the jet stream, which is going to be aligned pretty nicely in that left exit region by the time we get to Sunday evening.
Yeah, so a lot of
things coming together.
A lot of difluence aloft.
All you need is something to kick it to go at the surface, and it will be that cold front. And differential heating, we'll get that too with the clouds from the morning left over to the afternoon with sunny skies. But look at that, and now you're watching that just spread all the way through the lower part of the Great Lakes into Texas. It's a big old swath for your Monday afternoon.
It is, and I'd be interested to see how much of this actually does stay in the Central Plains, or do we see it shift closer to the Mississippi River?
Yeah,
right?
Probably. You're taking into account St. Louis is probably going to get involved just a touch.
Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago, Paducah, all those areas right here. All right, so here we are on Monday. That's the day to watch. Tuesday is going to be a day to watch as well. Watch everything on Monday coming together. When you see all these lines, all the shear, just take this in mind. When you see winds in different directions and different speeds at different elevations, that way you get the shear. That's what thunderstorms like to produce tornadoes. And unfortunately, that's a big area that we could see that happen.
There is, and I think it goes to show just, we're probably going to be tracking over a 1,000-mile stretch of storms.
Yeah.
Storms that could be severe warned for wind and hail, but that tornadic risk definitely closer to that low pressure.
Yeah, classic May, James.